All right, it's 1305. Let's see what happened. Okay, Contarini discovered the bones of Saint Mark, worth 742 in Hamburg. Okay, cool. So he's doing the same kind of exploration thing that I've been doing, where I chose to go down the southern island. Oh, and this library screen. Okay, all right. I was asking him a question offline. That's what this is related to. But yeah, I was asking him how to send messages. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so let's take a look at this situation. You know, one thing I've noticed, I don't see any ships near me up here, which means I was probably the only one that went in this direction. I mean, there's a bunch of ships that went the other way on the east side down this coast in this direction. So I know that there's a lot of people exploring down there. There's probably a ship that went down the coast of this continent over here already. So I'm going to be behind anybody who's in front of me there. So like I mentioned, at the end of last turn, I said I was trying to find a port on the east side, then a port on the west side. So I'm going to take this ship and try to find one on the west coast. Oh, there's nothing. Well, now I regret going this way. Whatever. Alright, this one. So I'm planning to send this one back to Calcutta to sell these gems in Calcutta. And then if it works, of course, I'm going to set up a trade route and make this permanent with this ship. This is risky, though, because gems are expensive. So hopefully this pays off when I get there. Alright, this guy. So just continue to explore down this river and see if it's connected to a city at all, I guess. Well, that was a mistake. I only got 2 movement out of that. I should have gotten 3. And then for this one, we're going to take this glass and we're going to also sell it down at Calcutta and see if we can make a profitable trade route with this one too. All right, so once he gets to Calcutta, I'm actually going to create the trade route. I should have done it last time when he was here. So you'll see how I do that next turn. All right. Okay, hold on. I'm lost. I meant to move that. Now I don't know where I'm at. Here it is. Okay. All right. So this guy, I'm going to actually send him out exploring the southern continent. And I'm going to do the inland routes versus the coastal ones to see if I can capture or find any of these cities. Right now, one of the things I'm going to have problems with here is actually money. Well, actually, okay, he's got grain. Grain's cheap enough. Yeah, we can grab some grain. That way, if we come across a place, we can actually sell it and gain a little bit of profit, so it's not a total waste of time just sending him. Okay, I might actually go back. I might be able to get one more tile if I move him a different... No, I can't. Okay, never mind. All right, so this ship's my Explorer that I built. All right, no guarantee I'll come across anything, so let's just see if I can find anything cheap that I can pick up here. It's kind of risky to pick one of these value items because I don't have a lot of money. And that means I'm going to be impacting my contribution margin for the turn if I will carry something. No, I don't want to. It's too expensive. This is a bad idea. Besides, I end up exploring. If I find nothing, I'm going to explore the seas. Yes, just go. Okay, Antioch. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good place for relics. Yeah, 260, and actually it produces a lot of them. Especially if nothing for nothing else than the relics, but I can check some of the others as well. Okay, someone's been here. Because these aren't full, so either someone took stuff out or they put stuff in. Not sure which. I'd have to watch it for a turn to see for sure. That's interesting. That means someone's ahead of me on the exploration on this side too. Let's see if I can find anything that's worth trading there. But again, this stuff's too expensive to carry. Actually, I could probably tell you exactly what I want to do. This is only like one turn further south than Katsina. I might actually take that trade ship that I was building in Katsina, and I meant to go to Calcutta, but I might actually take that from Antioch to Calcutta now. Let's see this. With this caravan, I don't think I want to buy anything here either. This looks tempting, but I don't think this is a good price for this either. Yeah, see, the 129, this is not a good price for this, actually. And I would actually probably lose money if I tried to sell this anywhere else. All right, fine, I'll just pick up one gem. It seems to be what this place does well. Okay, that's it. I'm now out of money, but hopefully this pays off. That was risky. Please find something good, friend. This guy, now, did I pick up anything? Maybe. Yeah, man, I regret buying that gem now because I guess I can just pick up 2 grain. That's enough. I have barely enough money for this, and then we'll send it down. Grain usually sells for a decent price, or at least I can break even on it someplace else. My plan here is actually to send him to the south. I'm going to do the coast first and see what I can find. Okay, now I know I skipped this. I thought about going here for a minute, but I actually think this is going to be, I mean, it probably turns to a river. And I have a feeling this piece of river here that I've uncovered actually goes to that outlet. And that's just based on what I can see on the, oh, okay. Well, I found Kashgar. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. That's red. So there was one city we uncovered. Not useful to me right now because I can't go there. Okay. Do they have anything that's worth me opening this up? They have these at a pretty good price. They also sell furs, but that's not the best price I've seen. There's, I think, at least one city that usually sells them for 100 or less. So anyway, that was it. So that's my turn. I don't really think there's anything else I need to do here. All right, and the biggest problem right now is I'm totally out of money. So before I can do anything else, I've got to wait for something to sell. I mean, I have a couple of these ships which should get to Calcutta on this turn. So hopefully the next turn actually turns out to be pretty profitable for me. But we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm gambling, with this to see if I can. Let's see if the strategy I chose pulls off, or if I end up screwing myself over, and then I end up way behind everyone else, and it's probably just a game over mode. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, here we go. 1306. Ah, crap! I forgot to write him last turn about this. I really hope I don't forget to write him back this time. All right. Well, okay. I don't remember what the hell I was doing here. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So originally I was thinking about going up and trying to figure out what the rest of this sea might look like, but that's a lot of squares to backtrack. So I'm probably instead just going to go down the coast here and see how far I get and see what I encounter. We'll just continue this way. Okay, Timbuktu. Let's see what they got. All right, well, this grog will sell well here. Let's see what else they've got. Actually, this will probably be a good place for a trade route because this grog actually originated from Rome and it actually will sell here for a pretty good price. So the question is, what would I sell back to Rome? Ivory, maybe at 118? I also got gems at 266. That's an option. Let's look at Rome real quick. Yeah, the gold will sell okay at 388. Even the ivory will sell okay. So this is actually something I could probably do. Let's go back. Let's check the prices and see what kind of profitability I'm actually looking at here. So ivory is 118. This is 209. So roughly 100. In gold, 255 and 388. So also a little bit over 100 on that one. So gold is actually what I'd probably do when I'm ready to do that, of course. But this is not what I'm doing at the moment. And by the way, these prices are way too expensive for me to want to put onto this ship. I mean, this is an exploration ship, so I don't know what I'm going to find. And besides, I only have 480 florins. I'm not swimming in cash right now. So I really don't want to buy anything, I don't think. It pains me to take this out of port without anything, but whatever. I guess I can just come back here. If I do find anything I can trade, I can just start a trade route from there. Anyway, let's just keep going. It'll prevent me from buying anything else with anybody. What? Oh, okay. So new ship. Yeah, so let's talk about this really quick. I was thinking before about maybe making a trade run between Venice and Calcutta, and I think I changed my mind on that, mainly because this ship is sitting in open sea. Open sea is dangerous because it means you're susceptible to getting storms, and it's probably going to sink if I do that. It's going to be really unfortunate. So I'm probably going to repurpose this and have this one go down to Antioch instead. I think that should give me around the same amount of profitability, but it carries a little bit less risk. All right, but that's the other ship. So this ship, let's just go ahead and go in and sell our gems. Okay, so I tried to sell more than the city can currently buy from me. So what I'm going to do is actually build a warehouse, which will open up these little squares in the bottom, and it'll sit there and it will sell when a spot becomes available. So like next turn. And the scary thing about this approach, though, is that it means my warehouses can be burned to the ground by other players, and I can expect it to happen at least once to me. Okay, I'm actually going to make this into a trade route now that I've gotten here, and I've verified this is a profitable back and forth. So to do that, I'm going to push this button here, this little circle with the arrow that basically allows me to create a trade route which means the ships will go back and forth between the same ports repeatedly, and I can basically define what I want it to carry. So I'm going to pick one of the guards. Now, I always pick the heavy guards. I found that if it can't find heavy guards, then at the port, it will actually just default to the light guards. So you pick heavy, it'll always take the biggest ones you can find. And I don't really know what the difference between these two are, but I'll go ahead and take heavy anyway, because it seems to imply it does better. And then after that, this is Calcutta, and I'm going to take cinnamon. Then next, we're going to go to Katsina. All right, here I'm going to click gemstones, and we're going to take gemstones back to Calcutta. Wait, what am I doing wrong? Oh, well, first I put a guard, and then I put the gemstones in. Then we can click done, and effectively this will start going back and forth automatically. Cool. All right. Well, next one. So Padron. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, I can sell my fish here for a pretty friggin' good profit, actually. That was a surprisingly decent haul. I should probably build a trade route here. Well, Padron. Wait a minute. Padron doesn't sell anything. Well, yes, it does. Silver. Guy in front of me took a bunch of silver. See this guy here? That guy did. So, boy, man, do I want silver. That is expensive silver. I may, but see, I still got 5 movement points left. Now, do I want to do that, or do I want to use that money to build a trade route back to here instead? You know what I'm going to do? I think instead I'm going to build a ship that's going to do this trade route instead of using this. So I'm just going to take 2 here instead. I don't want to take a whole lot because I want to save some of that money for building something later. There's a lot of red cities in between Venice and here, and I worry later that's going to be a problem for me. Okay, so where do I go? I mean, I see a river here. I don't think this is an area that I want to go to. And that guy's got it going north, so, I mean, either I follow him or I fall behind. So that's really the question. So all that considered, I think I'm just going to go in the same direction that this guy's going, but I'll tell you what, I'll mix it up. I'm going to go diagonal instead of straight up. Like, I want to see if he goes this way or if he goes the other way, because based on that, it would dictate which direction I would go. I mean, there's no point in me following him. He's 1 square ahead of me. I'd go the other direction. Okay, so this is that ship from Venice, and this is the one I was talking about earlier where I don't think I actually want to build a trade route here. This is kind of dangerous. And this ship's going to eventually sink, is what I mean. Instead, I actually think I'm going to send this ship down to Antioch once I sell this. At least until I can figure out something else to do with it. That's currently my plan. Well, let's at least go ahead and sell this. Dang, that was some really good money too, but I can't do it. I'm going to lose that ship. I just know it. So if I'm going to do this, I first got to figure out what am I going to sell at Antioch. So let's go down and see what we've got. So Antioch has these. So this is what we want to carry back to Calcutta. That much is obvious. What would we buy? And cinnamon for 153. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, you can buy it for 67. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and set up that trade route. So I'll click Calcutta, get some guards, cinnamon. Then Antioch. Have relics. And also a guard. Relics. Okay. Let's see how this does. Okay. Now, what do I want to do with this guy? Okay. I don't think I want to go down the rivers just yet. I can do that later. I'm actually going to keep going down the coast. Because for the rivers, I can actually use caravans instead. Okay, Novgorod. Okay, 101. This is probably the best price I'm going to get for furs in the entire game. I'm carrying a bunch of wheat. Sell for 73. But here's another thing too. I see this little piece of land here, which, you know what? It might be this other little island thing that I can see on the map. But I'm going to wait on this one. I got to actually think. Okay, this guy. Yeah, we're going to continue going inland. I'm basically going for the city icons to see what I can uncover. Okay, there's Tripoli. It's a red city. All right, let's just see. Yeah, I can't afford it. I can't afford this. So, yeah, no. All right, fine. Let's just go this way instead. Okay, and you. Let's just have you keep going along the coast too and see what you uncover. Okay, that was very uneventful. Okay, now Safala. Let's see what you got. I can actually sell this for a profit. Oh, cool. Well, this might be another location for a trade route, actually. I mean, I could do it here between Safala and Katsina. Let's just see what we got. I took that gemstone from Katsina, but what would I sell back to Katsina? I got gold at 178, 114. Nope, I don't think that's good enough. Gold, 248. Okay, this looks profitable. Question is, do I want to do that now or keep exploring first? It's a pretty decent trade route. You normally would target around 500 or have a profit, or not a profit margin, but a contribution margin close to 50%. All right, let's go see. So I'm thinking I should probably do this now. I mean, there's one right nearby that can take up the exploration if I need it. And I mean, this one over here, that could basically take over the exploration for the rest of this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I'd rather have the money to build things in the future, so that's what I want to do. Let me count. Let's see. So how far is this? It's to a forest too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that means I can get it done in about 2 turns. Back and forth. So yeah. If I do the math on that, it's roughly 400 florins per turn that I'll be earning. I have 2,000 florins only. So to fill this guy up, it would cost me literally everything I've got. Don't think I'm at a point yet where I want to automate this because of that. All right, tell you what, let's just do a partial. 1 by 4. That should be good. And send it back. The more I think about this guy's eventually going to uncover all of this down here. I think it really does make sense for me to go see if that really is an island over there. So let's go do that. Okay, well, I found Marseille. Oh, and I have found Noah's own sandal. Okay, and I'm sending it back for 375 profit. All right. Well, that was definitely the right move. Cool. Okay, so you are actually selling furs here at 143. Okay, yeah, I made the right choice earlier when I didn't pick up the furs. That was totally a mistake. I meant to go to Novgorod and totally forgot to do that. But hey, now that I went to Marseille, that ended up working out for me. So now I'm not regretting this, and I can even sell my wheat here. So is this good? Let's see, Grog's at 47. I don't know if this is a good place to do this, actually. But I'm just trying to figure this out before I move on, because I know I'll forget later. I mean, this will still sell for a profit. If I have a full cargo hold, it'll be a profit of 400. I mean, it'll be a small trade route, but I'll bet you I'd make a really good chunk of profit over time. And of course, that's just first. Marseille sells grog, and I could sell that for 77, so I'd also be making a profit there as well. So yeah, that might be okay. Anyway, what I really want to do here is pick up some of this grog, and because I'm going to continue off. This is cheap enough that I can carry it. All right, now let's send you back on your way. Let's see what else is sitting over here. I do feel like this is the island now for sure. Okay, and that looks like that's it. I want to go to Venice. Yes, I think so. Alrighty. Let's see what we got as options. We have a little bit of money. Look at buying a cardinal. It's still 1,000. I'm still not ready to do this yet. I mean, I'm not sitting on a huge boatload of money right now. Just barely enough I could buy one. And actually, okay, so there's a couple of things actually. Here, I do need to build a caravan because this will be the inland track on this side of the continent. It's going to be mostly desert, or is this going to be mostly mountains? You know, I'm defaulting towards the donkey. I almost always default towards the donkey just because you're more likely to encounter mountains than you are desert. And I'm thinking the same is going to be true here. So I'm going to purchase a donkey. Timbuktu. Okay, how much money do I have left? 1,441. That's still quite a bit. And I'm early enough in the game, I should be spending all this. What other trade routes are there out there? You know what? I'm really debating whether or not I'm going to do this. Marseille to Novgorod. I really do think that it should be profitable over time. Like, it'll be small chunks. Let me do some math on this. The number of squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that means for the galleys, I could potentially make 3 trips per turn. That means roughly 12 cargo traded per turn. cogs. See 10. I have to do some math on this. Hang on, let me pull out a calculator. It's going to be slightly less than 2 trips. Probably around 11 cargo. Actually, you know what? Let's actually pull up Excel. Let me actually do some rough math here. Give me a second. I'm actually going to set this. Jeez, the map just moved. I hate that. It does that every time I leave the window. It's especially hard when I'm streaming, by the way, because I have to switch over and check the chat every once in a while. Anyway, Excel. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so the first we need to do is ship movement. Then ship cargo. If I look at the galley again, the speed is 15. And the galley I would buy has a cargo of 4. The cog has a speed of 9 and cargo capacity of 8. So it should be slightly more profitable per turn. But the cog is also 1,000 gold. The galley is 700. Okay, so the distance between these ports is 5. Okay, so trips. This is the number of trips per turn this ship will average on this trade route, which is equal to the total movement divided by the distance. So the cog can do 1.8 trips per turn, whereas the galley can do 3. So if I multiply the number of trips times the cargo, will tell me how many cargo I will be averaging per turn. And then from that, essentially it'd be the same prices for both. You can tell which one will be more profitable over time. 14.4. Okay, so the cog is the way to go because it means it'll make more money over time. So that would be the one to do if we're doing this based off of profit over time. So the only problem is this is going to cost me 1,000, or do I want to build that someplace else? See, it's going to be a while before I get more money. These trips over here are going to take a while, and I spent a bunch. I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend 1,000 florins on this trade route. But the thing is, that trade route will return money every single turn. So the other thing I have to think about is I got to buy this stuff, and if I have no money to buy stuff, I can't make money with it. I really don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's also not a great route. It's just an okay route. But again, it's just like guaranteed money every turn, which is important at this stage of the game. Screw it. I'm buying the large galley. Oh, you know what? I also didn't visit Novgorod, so I could build it here. And then next turn, I could just go there and visit it for the first time. Yeah. I don't want to buy that. I don't want to spend 1,000 gold on a ship. I don't want to spend 1,000 gold on a ship. Besides, I can repurpose this large galley later. I think I've really convinced myself to go this route. Screw it. We're buying the large galley. It's done. It's probably the wrong decision, but oh well. We'll find out like years later, and then it won't matter. Because the other thing I'm thinking of is I think I will, in fact, make a run for this city over here. I can build a large cog later to replace it, and then I'll send this one off to its death. And doing that is going to require a lot of galleys. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. All right, let's do this. Build a galley here on Novgorod. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know what I should do. Okay. Yeah, I forgot one other thing too. Padron. I should build another galley here, and I should actually initiate a trade route out of Padron and take it back to Venice. I totally forgot about this. Okay, I think now I'm definitely sold that this is the right path forward here. Because I'm pretty sure that this river actually goes out to this sea, because it's only one tile away, maybe 2. Yeah, so I'm not going to build a cog. I'm going to build a large galley. And of course with this, I'm going to be eating up all my money. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Just build one. I'll build the other one up in Padron in a minute. Actually, you know what? No, not Padron. I'm going to do it at Venice, just because it's probably safer. Just in case it doesn't actually, if there's no path to Padron from there and I'm wrong, at least it's not trapped there. But the other way I could have done this is I could have built a caravan, but a couple of things. I'm going to need a road to go over this to really make this profitable. And there's 2 red cities here, and I am concerned that these guys are going to attack Venice or even my caravans if I do this. In the game, the main game, Genoa did attack Venice when I was there. So I do suspect that the game will allow that to happen here as well. So I'm just planning for that. But anyway, it's done. That's what I did. It cost me all my money. So once again, I end the turn with pretty much nothing. In fact, I'm going to show you something. 1 second. Total net worth is 8,811. It's most likely well, it's not my total money. It's more likely the assets that I have. See, there's a player graph here. So I'm at a dead heat with Contarini at the moment. He's totally going to kick my butt later in this game. I guarantee it. But for now, it says I'm keeping pace with him, which is good. It makes me feel good about myself. And, oh, that reminds me. I need to send that message back to him. Oh, I almost forgot again. Okay, let's do that this time. Click the person that you want to send it to and then type the message. So I think he was the one who sent me the message. Okay, anyway, so what are we going to say? So, yes, I got your message. Now I am responding. Anyway, he gave me some money. I'm going to give him some money back. Let's see. Let's see if we can compound this between the two of us. I don't have no idea if he'll catch on, but we'll see. Okay, so here's the. Man, why am I blanking on this? Here's the. Wow, words are hard. What am I trying to say here? Not return on investment. I'm trying to say like not insurance. What am I going for? Man, why am I blanking on this? Wow, this is so hard. Interest is the word I'm looking for. Okay, wow, that was brain fart to its worst. Okay, here's the interest on your 1 florin. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to compound it. Wow, this is actually 41. I am so freaking poor. This is. Let's send this. Okay, now just in case it was actually the other guy who sent it, the Tommaso guy, who I think is spreading rumors about me. Let's send him a message too. All right, hello, Tommaso. I am Barbaro. What do I say? Let's see if he actually was sending rumors to me. Are we friends? There we go. We'll do it this way. I think we should be friends. Okay, let's see how this goes. And then finally, I'll send this another one to this guy, Corner. Hello, Mr. Corner. Are you really in a corner? Or is that your profession? Okay, here we go. Let's send. Okay, so all three will now receive messages from me, just in case I got the wrong person. I have 41 florins. Oh no, I have 39 florins. So, yeah. Because in terms of buying things next turn, I literally can't right now. So I hope I get something. We'll just see how it goes. Just checking to see what's likely to come in. Oh, I just left. Crap. Okay, well, man. I'm just going to have to do some praying to make sure I get something. So actually, I may need to take some of these explorers back. Let me go see what the explorers are carrying. Okay, you got nothing. Okay, what about up here? What about the caravans? Okay, you're carrying silver. Wait, whoops, that's not mine. I meant the other guy. Okay. Yeah, he's carrying 2 silver. Man, buying that silver is really going to cost me next turn. Man, that just sucks. This is going to be a rough ride for the next few turns. I mean, I guess at a minimum, with this guy, I can buy a piece of glass or something. And hope that I can sell it in 1 turn, but I think that's not going to happen, honestly. The other thing I might be able to do is get like 1 piece of fur over here and see if I can actually boost my money up to the point where I can actually do something. And this is close enough, I might be able to do it. So that's probably my best hope next turn. Okay, well, anyway, that's the end of this turn. So I'm just going to save it at this point, hope for the best. So guess I'll see you guys on the next turn. All right.